Now when you buy any food item at Dairy Queen, get the Galaxy's Greatest Shake for just 99 cents. And to prove it's the Galaxy's Greatest Shake, here's Phil from the Crab Nebula. So, Phil, is it? Phil, is it? Phil, is it?
You all remember those old Dairy Queen ads, right? The one with the lips and like the other characters every now and then, right? Then they like came back in like 2020. It was like YouTube poops or whatever, as you saw in the intro, and I've always had a fonding for them, mainly because like the style and like nostalgia for an era I've never been alive for. So now that I know that now that I have the knowledge to make videos and shit about it, yeah, we're gonna take a deep dive because this is my life. Okay, so this little fucker, the Dairy Queen lips. You all know him, right?
I just had the new DQ Chicken Flamethrower. Watch this.
He first appeared in an ad that aired in 1978 and was eventually brought back for ads from 2006 all the way up to 2011, aka the year I was actually born. Voiced by Oliver Vaquer. Is it Vaquer or voiced by Oliver. He's normally seen in ads just promoting whatever food or deals that's going on in Dairy Queen, like the ads that are playing in the background here. But I'm telling you, there's Lord of the shit, so buckle up for part 2, I guess. Okay, so right here are the 3 primary locations for this video: the Crab Nebula, Earth, and the Void, or a filming set. I'm not really sure on that. It's up in the air, really, what the fuck it is. Now, we never see the Crab Nebula in like motion or whatever, but we do see Phil, who is an alien from the Crab Nebula, who we will definitely be getting back into in a minute. But for rather most of the ads, we see the Dairy Queen lips in the filming center of the Void, but for now it is called the Void. But on a few rare occasions, we'll see them in the real world, like this ad here.
Horror movie!
Skiing in Denver, Utah.
Ice storm!
10 seconds.
Starry night!
Freezing. Time's up.
Hey guys, who wants the last 2 blizzards?
You got a real catch there.
Now, from this ad alone, we can determine 2 things. 1, the Dairy Queen lips are able to leave the Void, and 2, the Dairy Queen lips can levitate, which it doesn't really play into the lore. It's just like, I don't know, it's just a cool detail, I guess. Also, in one ad that like nobody talks about, we see a Blizzard truck that has the Dairy Queen lips on it, meaning that in the Dairy Queen universe, or the DQCU as I'll call it, that the Dairy Queen lips are actually a real mascot for the in-universe Dairy Queen, which definitely raises some questions. Like, is Phil an actor? Is he an actual alien? Did the Dairy Queen lips actually fucking time travel to promote a deal at Dairy Queen? Well, my fellow viewer, I'm here to answer some of those questions that you've never wondered, but now that you're watching this video, you've probably started wondering. Okay, so there are surprisingly a bunch of characters in the Dairy Queen ads. I've documented a few in my time, so I'm just going to rapid fire through the unimportant ones, and then we're going to get to the important ones. The female lips. Dairy Queen lips is first ever love interest and appeared in a very obscure ad back in 2010. And next we got the pink lips, who appeared in that modern ad we talked about earlier with Dairy Queen lips in the real world at some random people's house. We don't know who they are. And then we got the cavemen, who I personally headcanon as some of the first ever characters in the DQCU, just like ever. And last of the rapid fire, the Thin Mints girl. We all know her from the YouTube poops, right? She got eaten by the Dairy Queen lips that one time. Remember that? That was cool, I think. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time for Phil. Phil. Now, Phil is probably the most interesting character in the entire DQCU, partially because he's an alien from a far-off galaxy. Well, Google told me that, but this isn't a fucking essay at school. I can use Google as a source. Now, Phil intrigues me the most, partially by, like, his entire physique, because, like, first off, he's an alien from a faraway galaxy, which is very abnormal, and when he drinks the milkshake, he turns into a monster and explodes into a somehow still conscious puddle of slime that is still alive, and weirdly enough, the Dairy Queen lips seems to understand him, which just like raises a bunch of questions on its own. Is the Dairy Queen lips an alien too? Is he from the Crab Nebula also? Probably not. yeah. Probably not. I mean, in one ad, we see the Dairy Queen lips going into space without a helmet, and he starts losing his breath, so yeah, he's obviously an alien. But back to Phil. Now, one of the things I was going to point out is how he can teleport, but I feel like that's just alien technology. That just explains itself, really. The most intriguing part of Phil is when he turns into his monster form.
So, Phil, Is it?
This could probably hint to Phil's species, who I'm going to call it Crabnebulons, being a very hostile species, because obviously why would they do this, but, maybe like the Dragonlips tamed him or something. Now, I said that Phil was the most interesting in the DQC, but you have to see what I found while stumbling on my research here. Take a look at this shit.
Twizzlers. A sea of mouth-watering Twizzlers. Chewy. Tastes so fruity. I love it when it twizzles. Twizzlers makes mouths happy.
That ad you just saw predates the Dairy Queen Lips' first ever appearance by 7 years. Well, I know what you're thinking. You could just say, well, Millie, you knobhead, that's obviously not related. It's Twizzlers. It's an entirely different company. It's not even the same thing, you dons. And to that I say, dude, what the fuck? That was really mean and not needed. And also, do you realize who the Twizzler Lips look like?
So, how about a little dessert? Like Dairy Queen's new mini blizzard. Same blizzard taste in a smaller blizzard bite.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute and just the right size. Now it won't go straight to my lower lip.
Please, your lips are fine.
Fine. You didn't even look at them. What color are they?
Red?
Oh, it's so you to say red.
But they are red.
What about my eyes, huh? What color are they?
Blue?
This means that the female lips are either the Twizzler lips, or they both exist in the same universe, or galaxy, or multiverse, or whatever. So, in conclusion, the DQCU, the Dairy Queen Cinematic Universe, holds multiple lip creatures, extraterrestrial aliens, and galaxies and multiverses that haven't been explored yet. I'll probably make a part 2 if I feel like it, but this is basically the basic synopsis of what I've been able to gather. This isn't so much as a theory, but like the title says, like a lore evaluation, like game theory, but not as good as I did. But yeah, that's it for me. See you guys in like a year if I decide to put in here again. Good lord. Sorry about that. Outlook app. Holy.